Someone's trying to kill me. That's nice to know. Okay, someone's trying to kill me. That's like seriously nice to know. But keep an eye on it. When the shit starts spawning shit everywhere, you can see it now. It's doing it. It's seriously doing that. So I need to get a gun. Please let me get a gun. But someone keeps shooting this shit out, and it's annoying. Like, look at this. So this shit's about to go soon in a few hours. Suppose it's doing at 6 o'clock, I don't know, but it's drained almost over there. And if you're careful, see the effect. This is like effect 2. Stop trying to kill me, you son of a bitch. I'm just gonna get a few guns and shit like that and not get killed. Thanks.
And what I'm gonna do,
I won't play grandma time.
yeah, sometimes it's like president oil that you do on top. We're just gonna take a big chunk of it and then place it over the hole on the mask to fill it. And it doesn't have to look beautiful. So unfortunately my camera died, so I unfortunately missed a few steps. But what I basically did is after the wood putty, I put wood putty here, and here, as you might have seen in the last clip. There's the plastic backing back there. And what I did was
get rid of
sandpaper. I just sanded over the entire thing, really smoothed down all the holes. And I also did the entire rest of the mask, which I would recommend doing it after we drilled the rest of the holes. But I did it, one, so that the paint will adhere once we paint onto it a little better, and two, to give the mask a sort of texture. Now, after that was all done, I think the next step I'm going to do is I basically just drew out all of the extra holes. Now, no matter what Jason mask you do, they all have the same hole placements, as far as I'm aware. And I haven't really decided which mask I want to do yet with the paint and stuff, but I think I might do the Friday the 13th Part 6 Jason Lynch mask, because that's my favorite film. But I was also bidding on doing a Part 7 with the whole cut-up section here, so we'll see. But I basically, I didn't really plan these out. I kind of just looked at a picture and drew it with a Sharpie, and I think it looks pretty, for the most part, symmetrical. So I'm going to get my drill and begin to drill these holes out. I'm basically drilling the first half, quarter-inch drill. Freak out if I was filming a big film on the outside. So it shouldn't be a problem, but if you guys want to do those things in masks, go with some pilot holes. Alright, so all the holes are drilled out. Obviously you can see it's starting to actually look like Jason and his iconic mask. So what I'm going to do now, which is, I actually just noticed one of my holes actually that I filled with putty, it looks like the plastic popped through, and it was actually because as I drilled this hole, I planted a piece of plastic underneath was too big, so I pushed it out. So I'm just going to quickly glue that in and put a little bit more putty on top. But as you drill the holes, you'll notice that a lot of burrs will form. That's why I recommend sanding afterwards, so I'm just going to try and sand off some of these burrs really quick. And then I may go in the holes and put them up with the file. Just finished cleaning out all the holes, so I'm pretty much ready for this. But one thing I noticed that I kind of wanted to fix is that I think the mask is a little too flat. I think it should have more of like a really slight curve in there, which, once again, this is an optional step, but I think what I'm going to do is just take my heat gun, heat it up a little bit, and then kind of bend the shape and just hold it. So I'll let you know how that looks after it's done. Alright, so I just reshaped the entire mask with the heat gun, and I got it to the shape I liked, and what I realized that I should have, figured out from so much 3D printing, is that when you take the heat gun and you have any burrs inside of, or any like plastic pieces stuck inside the holes you drilled out, the heat gun will instantly melt and shrivel them away and really clean up the drill work you did. So I'd actually highly recommend it. Aren't going to reshape your mask. So now the most important thing you need to do is figure out what mask you're doing. And I decided I'm going to be doing the Part 6 Jason Lynch mask. And what's important that I have to do now is actually cut the the axe cut out from part 3 that stays for the rest of the film. So to do that, I'm just going to do that with some scissors. Using a pencil, I just, I don't know if you can see that, I drew out the axe shape, and then the plastic is so thin that I should be able to just, cut it with these scissors. Now, obviously go nice and slow and careful, depending on how clean you want your axe cut to be. There is my axe cut.
Fuck! Oh god. Shit! Sorry! 13 HP.
And really clean up the drill work. So I'd actually highly recommend it even if you aren't going to reshape your mask. So now the most important thing you need to do is figure out what mask you're doing. And I said I'm going to be doing the Part 6 Jason Lace mask. And what's important you have to do now is actually cut the axe cut out from Part 3 that stays for the rest of the film. So to do that, I'm just going to do that with some scissors. Using a pencil, I just, I don't know if you can see that, I drew out the axe shape, and then the plastic is so thin that I should be able to just, cut it with these scissors. Now, obviously, go nice and slow and careful, depending on how clean you want your axe cut to be. There is my axe cut. I think I'm going to clean up really quick with file and some sandpaper. What you do need to notice, though, is that since this mask is so thin, I just realized the axe cut really is making this mask a lot flimsier on the top here, and it's going to bend kind of weird. So I might figure out a way to put a piece of clear plastic behind this once it's all done, but we'll see when we get to the straps. So now it's time to decide whether or not you want to do some sanding before paint. So I think I might add, with really rough grit sandpaper, some roughness around the eyes and then around some of the holes in the edges. And this is so that when you be pretty clean. And you want to do that. Some masks need it in certain spots, some don't. I'm just going to kind of do it light here. I'm sorry, we start with a coat of flat white and then add some light layers of the satin fossil. So try and get a distinction between the two colors and kind of get like a rotted, not rotted, but kind of worn in sort of look. So here's the mask after those coats. As you can see, I don't know if you guys can tell in that video yet, but you can see some scratches being picked up on the paint exactly what we wanted. So now I'm just going to let this completely dry. I might add another coat on there, but we will see when it kind of gets a little more satin color rather than really glossy. So I'll be back. Alright, so the mask is about fully dry. I actually gave it a quick coat of a clear matte acrylic, or I'm sorry, a clear matte stick coat to try and matte it down a little bit, which it did a fair job of doing. And now the next thing you have to do is paint on your chevron. So since I'm doing part 6, there's only one chevron, and it's right on the top triangular one. It's really kind of just a simple deformed triangle with kind of one part. Ticket ones that go on the cheekbones as well as the top. And the best way to do those would probably actually buy like vinyl chevrons, or to make them yourself using vinyl cutter, vinyl paper. But since the part 6 is painted on, I'm just going to paint it on. I'm going to mask it off with a little bit of matte or blue masking tape, and then hit it with a dark, I have like a crimson red color that I'm going to use to paint that on. So I'll show you that in a second when that's done. So here's after painting the red on. And something that actually kind of cool happened was I painted the red on and then hit it with a little bit of that matte clear coat, and the paints, so usually it'd be unfortunate, but unfortunately they didn't like each other, so it made this really cool cracked, it was a kind of a worn chevron shape. And I feel like the chevrons might be a little bit too high, but that's how it is in the movie. I just think it's the way this mask will really match up real-wise, but I think I'm going to leave it how it is, but I'll debate once it's completely finished drying. So I ended up deciding to change my design, and I decided to do both these chevrons, or I'm sorry, all 3, so the forehead and the cheekbones, because I thought the top one just looked a little too, I don't know, it needed more going on. So I did that. Unfortunately, I didn't let the paint dry all the way, so there's some areas where the paint was peeled up, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to weather the shit out of this thing. So let's get down to weathering. So what we're going to start off doing with the weathering is I just mixed up some acrylic brown and acrylic black with a little bit of water in a cup. And it's kind of like this grayish, kind of brown color. I'm going to pour some out onto my plate here. I'm going to take a paper towel, get some on there, and just begin to liberally rub this all over the mask. And you can see it's like a very thick kind of dark color. Now I would do about half the mask, just, you know, get too much on there. And then using some type of cloth to wipe it off. And we need a little bit of water, like mine a little bit of too dark color, to wipe some off. So after I pressed the paint, you can see that it actually made already a huge difference. So the paint actually got into a lot of these. So the areas where I went crazy with the nail file before, which were basically the edges, those are picking up the paint. So now do this 2 or 3 more times until you get a color you like. I'm going to try and get this pretty weathered, but now you guys can see how incredible this thing is starting to look. So what I did was I take a little bit of paint on my finger and put it in areas that I wanted a little bit darker, kind of like around the eyes and the axe mark and the edges. Let that on there, stay on there for like 30 seconds, then begin to wipe it off. So now what we're going to do is with a brush, we're going to try and get a little bit more detail with the holes and the eye sockets and stuff. So let's start with that. Here I have my brush and I have my mask, obviously. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take kind of one of these brushes here. Sorry, so I'm just swivel my camera screen around so I know it catches really good. I'm going to take some of the brown paint and then using a cloth, wipe off a whole bunch of it. And then what we're going to do is kind of dry brush this into all of the holes on the mask. I really can't see that yet. So once you keep doing this, it's going to build up and then really emphasize all the holes. So I'm going to go and do that for you guys real quick. and started messing with the straps, and then I didn't realize the clear wasn't dry, and it dragged something. So I had to repaint some areas of the chevrons, and one of them was white or red, and then get a little more detailed spots that paint them off. But yeah, so now onto the strap. So the way I'm doing the strap is really simple. I bought one of these sets of like scrap leather for like $5. You can find it at any craft store in the leather aisle. I cut some like basic, I think it's about 1-inch strips, and I'm super gluing them onto themselves under the plastic. And then the third piece kind of comes around here. I'm going to have, once I get to graduate contact cement, I'm going to have that sink there. And then I'm going to weather the hell out of the straps with a little bit of leather dye and then some acrylic paint. So I'll show you what that looks like when it's done. Alright, so I weathered the straps up, and I think it's pretty much done. The last thing I did that I didn't show, I got some metallic tacks. Well, they were originally like different colors, but I sprayed them silver and just pushed those in to add a little bit more detail onto the mask.
Welcome back to Fortnite Olympics. This week, it's all about the balloons. 4 different people representing 4 different teams. We have Nico Ball representing the Galaxy Stars. We have Ambrew representing the Moon people. We have Crater representing the Shark people. And we have myself representing, prepare the Raptinoids, the dinosaur. We have 3 different events. Winner takes all. If you're all for the dino people, hit that like button. Comment, subscribe button. Okay, that's good. Alright, event number 1, balloon darts. You guys ready? You guys, who wants to go first? Who wants to go first? Alright, Trent, you go first. Trent, you go first. So the rules are simple. We're gonna get 3 attempts at the first event of 3. So you go down, hitting the very center is 7 points. Hitting the metal, 5 points. Hitting the brick, 3 points. Hitting the wood is 1 point. If you make it in the water, you die a death of doom. Attempt number 1, 3, 2, 1, go! I regret. 3, 2, 1, go! Here we go. He's representing the shark team. Whoa! Pop the balloon!
Oh, that was cool. Oh! Health is he on?
He's at the water. He's out. That's the first round. He's done.
Oh, okay.
Am I supposed to go further than that, dude? Alright, Ambrew, you go second.
That's still scary.
Ambrew representing the aliens. Well, I guess Nico's an alien too. Dang it. You're representing the moon. Okay, go ahead. 3, 2, 1, go! Ambrew's first attempt.
Okay, here we go.
Can he do this?
I'm in right in the center, dude.
Look at him go!
Oh.
Use the balloon!
This is not a good start. I mean, I didn't think anybody would do worse than me, so thank you, Andrew. I'm not the idiot. I did the wrong pass.
Alright, Nico, you're up next. Go ahead. First try for Galaxy Man.
Go, Nico.
Okay. E3 spread. 2, 1. Go! Heavy's off! I'm actually You guys are actual trash at this. Sorry, you guys ready? You guys ready for it? You guys ready?
You want me to give you the countdown, dude?
Give me the countdown, dude.
3, 2.
You take too long! I'm out.
I want you from down here. You go ahead. Here we go. If you hit him, it's bonus points.
Go in. Switch seats. No.
Hey, none of us hit it. 0 points for everyone?
We are trash. We are trash at this game. All right, who wants to go first for round 2? We all have 0 points. We are garbage.
Anybody else?
I'll go first. Okay, go ahead, Nico. In 3, 2, 1, go! Second attempt.
I'm gonna do better this time.
Boost once.
Watch it learn it, bro.
Switch seats.
What? Oh! Oh my God.
Oh!
Oh! Oh my goodness, dude!
That's the strategy, though. That is the strategy. Okay, Crater, you going?
I need balloons or something.
2, 1, shot, go! Dude,
That's the strategy.
he broke the stairs and he ran with the mouse. How?
There goes Crater's second turn. All right, Amber, how you going? It's on you. This is the second attempt. 3, 2, 1, go!
Let's go.
And he's off.
Here we go.
And he's off. And he makes it.
Oh, here he goes. What are you doing? Did you just try to ghost ride the car? This is the worst I've ever seen people perform in the world. How do you switch your passenger seat, right?
No, that's how you jump off.
So nobody's in the lead yet.
Nobody's got a single point yet. All right, Nico, you going?
I'm going.
Go ahead, dude. Go ahead. That's your final attempt right here, dude. If any of us get a single point, we win the first event.
This is all down to 1 point. Oh, here goes. Switch.
How you can miss an ST, I don't know.
Are you guys ready?
So those guys doing a lot.
Watching. Don't you fail me, Amber. Don't you fail me.
I won't. Alright, go ahead and switch. Alright. Did you get it? Here. Balloon.
Did he get it? He's in. Oh, he's got a balloon.
Okay.
He's
Here we
flying.
go.
He's flying.
Pump 2? Pump 3?
No, I
Pump
think
4?
he's too far.
Oh.
Is he too far? Oh!
Yes!
Oh!
He got 3! He got 3!
He got 3 points. So you're second place. Now you guys are going for third place.
Oh, you know, Trainer. I'm first place, and I will be first place.
If the trainer makes this. Oh, balloon. Nico, if you get a single point, you take third place.
Don't forget a point.
He's up. Oh, he's got the trajectory. He's got the trajectory. This is it. This is it. He's in.
And we got 5 points! I finally figured it out.
Alright, Craner takes fourth place with 1 point. Nico gets 3 points. Amber gets 6 points. I get 9 points. Let's go to the next event, which is Balloon Hunter. Alright, so the second event, this is all about getting shot in the face.
Yay, balloon! Shot and face.
Okay, so every single first killer, he has all 5 of these guns. We're gonna run into the cornfield. We can use the balloon whenever we want, right? But the rule is, as the jumper, every time you land, you have to land on the jump pass, right? And it's whoever does this the quickest wins game 2. We're gonna start at 36:30. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, jump! Okay. Make sure you're hitting the jump pad.
He's not hitting a shot, kid. Why do you go from the top all the way up?
Team Dinosaur, don't shoot at Team Dinosaur. I'm already extinct. I'm literally already extinct. Can you not shoot me, please? Oh, Craters, I'm okay.
One shot.
Oh, I missed the jump pad. I'm sorry, Amber. I'm a hacker.
Craters like in the sky. Like this never. I've never seen it before.
Oh, can you not? Can you not?
Oh, Ian is low. Come back down here, dude. Come back down here.
You can't hit me. I'm the gingerbread man. I'm the gingerbread man.
Oh my gosh, I'm so low. Kill Nico, please. Not me. You can't kill a galaxy.
Oh, you just got headshot.
Oh, wait, what was that? I can't wait.
Nico went from full health to dead.
No, I can't hit my step back.
35:09. Okay, so what time do we start at? 36:30?
Yeah.
Okay, so that was 1 minute.
Like a minute and like 21 seconds. 21, yeah.
All right, Trey, you ready? You're the next killer?
You can't see me. I'm not done yet.
Okay, we're gonna start at 33:15. 3, 2.
Oh my god. I'm gonna have to end this.